Yo, what is up, YouTube? Today, we're going to be watching a video. Which jobs have the most psychopaths? Now, me personally, I don't know which ones have the most psychopaths. But I would assume like higher ups, like CEOs and stuff like that, and like just like the stuff that we hear in the news nowadays, like bro, of course, like it's like more so the higher ups and stuff like that. Like, bro, come on. It's weird. But let's get straight into the video, chat.
Psychopaths are somewhere around 1 to 4% of the general population, but in some industries, they represent over 20%. If you thought they'd be busy lurking in dark alleyways or cutting people up in basements or chainsawing pretty young girls so you'd be safe in your smelly little office cubicle, you're wrong. They're far more likely to be in corner offices on live TV or running for re-election. Because while some
What did I say? What did I say?
careers reward empathy and compassion, others reward manipulation, power, and control. Let's quickly understand what a psychopath is and then dive into jobs that attract the most psychopaths in the modern world. Psychopaths aren't just like the villains in movies. More often than not, they're high-functioning professionals living right next to us. Psychopathy is defined using the Hare psychopathy checklist, and it splits psycho traits into two major categories. We've got interpersonal and emotional traits, and we've got behavioral traits. Psychopaths have a major lack of empathy, absolutely no remorse, they're pathological liars, they're superficially charming, and they'll manipulate you in any way they can.
Why does that sound like one of my friends? Like, bro, what the fuck? Nah. It sounds like one of my friends, and that's kind of crazy. No. I'm not going to name drop, but like, bro knows who he is. Bro knows who he is, by the way. And why is it muted?
Highly ambitious and chronic rule breakers.
Okay, let's go back. I'm sorry.
Charming, and they'll manipulate you in any way they can. They're also highly impulsive, thrill-seeking, irresponsible, often highly ambitious, and chronic rule breakers. In practice,
the other side also depicts another different friend, but it doesn't depict him from the other side. So I have to, bro, that's crazy, dude.
In practical terms, a psychopath can fully understand what they're doing is harmful, they just don't care. Neuroscience studies back this up too, showing they're simply built different. Their amygdala, which processes empathy and fear, runs on low power mode. You put that kind of person into the workplace and what happens? You suddenly have a predator in an environment built for cooperation. They play office politics like it's life or death. They see colleagues as stepping stones, and they climb the ladder fast because they'll do things normal people simply won't. As Professor Babiak's research shows,
that's crazy. Cause like, imagine like I'm like, cause I do music and stuff too. We know that, right? But like, if I was a psychopath, right? And would it be better for me to be like I don't know. What am I trying to say? My stuttering ass. Like, nigga. But like, I don't even know. Like, it's just weird. Cause I have seen that before, like especially at my workplace before, like at McDougal's, and even at Amazon when I used to work at Amazon, bro. Like people were just like, "Oh, I'm better than you, so like you gotta listen to me." No, you're not. You worked at the same job. We work at the same fucking place, bitch. You're not better than me. Hell no. So it's like, I don't know, you know.
Certain careers act like magnets for psychopaths because they offer exactly what these people are looking for. Status, power, and the ability to control others. So, which are they? Psychopaths thrive in systems that reward the worst parts of them. So give them status, power, competition, and the ability to manipulate people, and they'll rise to the top. We're going to dive into the 10 careers where you can statistically find the most amount of psychopaths. These rankings come from psychologist Dr. Kevin Dutton's research into psychopathy in the workplace. If you'd like to read about it, check out his book, The Wisdom of Psychopaths, or watch his podcast with Chris Williamson. Now let's dive into the list. Do you want to take a guess at what number 10 is? 3 seconds. Ready?
The president. I'll say that. I'll say that. No, CEO. And you wanna know why I said CEO? It's because like they're already at the top, right? So imagine what they had to do to get there, and how some CEOs get to like CEO position really fast, and I'm like, what the hell? You did some sneaky ass shit, you know? So it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, bet. I'll choose CEO. I'll choose CEO.
You guessed it, priests and religious leaders.
Damn, that's crazy. Oh shit, nah.
Just kidding. They're actually number 8 on the list. So we'll be diving into them
You fucking
a
asshole.
little later. First up, we've got civil servants.
Oh.
More specifically, we're talking about those roles where they're like the fake police. Parking ticket officer, welfare case manager, some fat, miserable, blue-haired bitch at the DMV. That kind of role. Why do psychopaths like these roles? Supposedly 3 reasons. 1, rule-based power. So authority is baked into the job. 2, low transparency. Everything's hidden behind bureaucratic curtains. And 3, diffused responsibility. No single person is blamable. These guys get to inflict hardship while experiencing zero emotional discomfort because policy provides the moral cover. I'm not denying you healthcare. The system is denying you healthcare. Dr. Kevin Dutton describes this category as everyday authoritarianism. People who enjoy enforcing structure, not because...
The system is implying you healthcare. It's denying you healthcare. Not me. I can't help you. Not at all. That's just like, bro, I've been to the DMV before, like, dude, tell me that, like, people don't do that shit. They're like, oh, it's not the line. When damn well you know that they could get their shit done in there and shit faster, bro. Like, you could get through the DMV faster, bro. There's no, like, I feel like people at the DMV deliberately make you wait longer. Swear to God. Tell me about it. Like, facts, right? Am I wrong, chat?
Because it helps society, but because it gives them dominance. In other words, psychopathy thrives in organizations where human suffering becomes just procedure. Anyways, on to number 9, which might surprise you quite a bit. Chefs. Not only are they idiot sandwiches, they are psychopathic idiot sandwiches. Kitchen culture is brutal. High stress, long hours, sharp knives, and fire everywhere. Chefs operate in an environment where perfection is expected and mistakes are punished instantly and aggressively. What kind of personality thrives in that kind of environment? The kind who doesn't crack under pressure, who can bark orders without caring who they offend. Someone who sees people as tools to get the dish out fast. I'm not saying Gordon Ramsay's a psychopath, but maybe his mentor Marco Pierre White might.
No, I didn't make Gordon Ramsay cry. He made himself cry.
And now on to number 8.
It's not the system. It's it's the system, not me. Looking ass. Nah, for real. I didn't make him cry. He made himself cry. That was it, okay? He made himself cry. He's a prick. He's an idiot sandwich.
Priests and religious leaders. In theory, these guys should be the most empathetic and compassionate in society, and a lot of them are. But research shows psychopathy often thrives wherever there's power without oversight, automatic trust, and access to vulnerable people. And religious roles often provide all 3. Kevin Dutton's pointed out that spiritual authority can often become psychological authority, and some individuals exploit that. Honestly, if you want the perfect example of a crazy psychopath within religion, look no further than Kenneth Copeland.
COVID-19!
COVID-19!
Net worth in the hundreds of millions of dollars.
Did he just blow that shit away like it was nothing? He said, just get out of here. Like, disintegrate, gone. Like, COVID-19. And everybody did it too. Like, that's actually meant to, like, that's a cultist shit. That's some cult shit right there. I bet he runs a cult too. Like, and nobody just knows, like, nobody knows about it. Or they just don't care enough. Either
Straight
one.
up demonic eyes, and supposedly spends disaster relief funds on repairs to his own private jet.
It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God.
Well, see you in hell, Kenny boy. Now on to number 7. The idiots we have running our countries. Politicians. Surprised? Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Me neither. If you take the traits of a psychopath, manipulation, charm, deceit, total lack of empathy, power, status, and zero accountability, and then you build a job description around it, you'd end up with member of parliament.
Literally exactly what I thought. Exactly my description. The orange man that is in office now.
In my video about Congress, we touched on how a massive part of their job is campaigning. Well, campaigning is basically just straight up manipulation. You lie to win
Bro, why is he so orange, by the way? He looks like a fucking Cheeto Puff half the fucking time. Like, nigga, it's as orange as my shirt. My shirt is as orange as him.
You make promises you'll never keep, and you convince people that you alone can fix the mess you helped create. Remember when Trump said he was going to release the Epstein files no matter what, and it was a massive part of his campaign?
Yeah.
How'd that one work out for us? In a 2014 study out of Oxford, nearly 1 in 8 politicians displayed clinically significant psychopathic traits.
1 in
the general
8?
population, it's somewhere between 1 in 100 to 1 in 25. In politics, it's 1 in 8. Perhaps power doesn't actually corrupt. Maybe it attracts the already corrupted. Now on to number 6, media and
That was tough. Nah, that was tough.
TV personalities. Fake, 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 fake. They're all playing characters. And it works because they're so emotionally detached, they really couldn't give a shit. See, when you're rewarded for attention rather than accuracy, empathy becomes a major liability. Television rewards narcissism. Do I care more about the truth of the matter or about what will cause more outrage and get more clicks? Kevin Dutton said it best. Psychopaths are social predators who charm, manipulate, and ruthlessly plow.
So basically, like, to be famous, I just have to become a psychopath. Is that what they're saying? Like, that's what he's basically saying. So I'm gonna become a psychopath, chat, okay? I'm gonna have no empathy for anybody, right? I don't give a shit. And fuck the world. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, fuck the world. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we're becoming a psychopath, right? Bet. I decided that shit today. I'm becoming a psychopath to become famous. Bet.
Through life. So naturally, when you put these people behind a camera, they don't debate, they hunt. Take Jordan Peterson's interview with this bitch whose name I couldn't be bothered learning. He went there under the guise of having a friendly, cordial discussion about his new book. She ends up trying to tear him a new asshole, very unsuccessfully might I add, and saying to him minutes before going live, this will be quite the war. Sick, twisted, attention-hungry people. The more outrage they cause, the more views. And the more views, the more validation for people who feel nothing inside. Speaking of what's on the inside, number 5 is actually surgeons. The superheroes of the psycho...
Surgeons? I did not expect that at all. Wait, what? The person that cuts me open has no empathy? Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Because some people that have empathy can't look at blood and shit. Like people with like a lot of empathy, for people like and shit. Like they can't look at blood, but like doctors can and shit. Like I can look at blood, like I don't mind it. I could cut open a person. But if I kill somebody, that's a different story. Like that's the only reason why I would never become I would never do be surgeon or anything, you know? Like that's just like I could never cut somebody. I mean, I could cut somebody. But like if I kill them in that process, or if they die in that process, that would be too much mental on me. Or would it be? Cause I don't cry when people die. To be honest, like I like just move on about it. Like I don't know. I might actually be a psychopath, chat. I genuinely move on when people die. I just move on. I don't say I'm like, okay, they're dead, cool. Like I only cried for one person. That one person. I've only cried one time for one person and one person only at this time and point. So, yeah. I'm might be a psychopath. Okay.
Psychopaths. You need to realize, throughout medical school, these guys are trained to no longer view the human body as a person's body. They need to view it more like a machine. Different systems, different parts, that's all. The people who do this the best, the ones who can completely emotionally detach. Just think about what these guys do on a regular basis. Slicing through skin, cutting through bone, operating on young children. And when it's all over, no crying, no celebrating, just moving on to the next patient. And one of the major attractions for those with psychopathic traits, you're basically playing God. Mix intelligence, status, and control over life and death, you're practically writing a love letter to psychopathy. As Kevin Dutton notes, psychopaths aren't all killers. Some of them are saviors. They just so happen to save you with the same level of empathy they'd use to fix a car. But
So I'm a car to a surgeon? That's fucked up. That's actually fucked up. And the thing is, like, some psychopaths, right? They wouldn't even know it. They just do it, like, out of training, basically. Like, out of, like, oh, they were training me to do this, so that's what I'm gonna do. Like, okay, cool. And, like, yeah. And, like, in like, some way, I would rather you treat me as, like, a, I don't know why, but I feel like you treating me as a car is better because, like, I guess you could understand that thing. Like, it's weird. I don't know.
hey, thank God for surgeons. One group of psychos I definitely don't thank God for: salespeople. Psychopaths love sales. It's the perfect storm of manipulation, charm, and reward. They mirror your tone, your body language, your beliefs, all to build trust they don't actually feel. It's just a game to them. They read you like a player at a poker table. They find your weakness, they exploit it, and they smile with a shit-eating grin while doing it. And once they close the deal, that dopamine hit isn't from helping you, it's from beating you. And the scary part is, they're good. Really good. They're expert social chameleons. They know how to fake it till they make it. They combine their superficial charm with zero guilt or empathy, and the result is Jordan Belfort-like salespeople willing to say or do anything for their commission. Number 3 on the list are the people at least partly responsible for how f***ed up Western society has become in modern times: media executives and journalists. If salespeople manipulate individuals, these pricks manipulate entire populations. The news industry used to be about truth. Now it's about engagement. And engagement doesn't come from accuracy, it comes from outrage. Psychopaths love outrage. Remember, psychopaths have no empathy, no remorse, no guilt. They're pathological liars and they can be crazy ambitious. So in a world where attention is currency, they're willing to say or do anything to control your attention. Behind every...
And that's why I don't watch the news today, low-key. Because I already know that shit is faking. Like, they're faking half of it, right? Like, and they over-exaggerate like a motherfucker. Like, and so when something does happen, it's like, oh shit. Okay, is it, like, I'll be like, is it really that bad? And then if it is that bad, then it's like, fuck, it was that bad, you know? But, like, half the time it's not actually that bad. So it's like, what do we believe nowadays? You know, like, we have to either, I would rather just, like, read a news article. And even then, that shit might be faked and, like, just for views and attention, like always. Like, I wish they, like, because, like, bro, the news was TikTok before TikTok, swear. They were already doing, like, the TikTok. They were basically making trends already. Like, kind of, like, oh, who could be the better news person? Like, basically, like, already. It's always been there. Like, who's better? Who's this? Who's that? More views, more likes. Like, I always been weird. I don't like it, you know?
Breaking story is someone doing psychological calculus. How do we make people angry enough to click, scared enough to share, outraged enough to stay tuned? These people don't report the news anymore. they engineer it. And psychos love this kind of ecosystem because they don't have to pretend about caring for who gets hurt, who's defamed, or who loses everything. They're social predators who manipulate without remorse. Number 2 is lawyers. If there was ever a profession built to reward psychopathy, it's this one. You get paid to argue, manipulate emotions, and twist the truth until it fits your client's version of reality. And Kevin Dutton's research supports it. Lawyers have one of the highest rates of psychopathy in the world. They put their work under the guise of the pursuit of justice.
Wait, lawyers? Okay, that makes sense.
And yet they'll gladly defend murderers, rapists, and child molesters. Now, yes, I understand the argument. I'd rather defend a guilty person than have an innocent person sit in jail. I understand that everyone deserves legal representation to the best of their ability. But how do some lawyers sleep at night knowing they've just defended a legitimate monster? Like, genuinely, how does the dream team who defended OJ sit there knowing their client is guilty as fuck and then just push that aside to get him acquitted? Pursuit of justice, my ass. It's the pursuit of winning. There's the thrill of deception, the allure of power and prestige, and permission to manipulate as long as you do it within the rules. And who wrote those rules? Other goddamn lawyers. Psychopaths write the rules for how psychopaths can defend other psychopaths. Amazing. Anyways, before diving into number 1, we've got a little bonus career where quite a few psychopaths are found. Want to take a guess? We'll say it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Police officers. Now, depending on which list you read, this one sometimes ranks even higher than lawyers, which ain't exactly surprising. See, the job attracts people who crave structure, hierarchy, and control.
Yeah?
For some, that control turns into power,
Oh, bro.
and that power becomes pleasure. The badge gives authority, the uniform gives legitimacy, and the gun gives fear. Now, before the comment section turns into a war zone, no, not every cop is a psychopath.
True.
Many genuinely want to serve and protect, and thank God for them. I don't even want to imagine what society would be like without police. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you have psychopathic traits, being a cop gives you a socially sanctioned way to act them out. You can intimidate, command, and control.
And why is he telling this to people, by the way? I understand why he made this video, to tell us why, like, who is and what is, like, the most, like, psychopaths. But if somebody thinks that they might be a psychopath and they want power and don't want to kill people, but want to do it legally, they can just go be a cop now because they figured that shit out because of this video. All right.
And still be applauded for it. Kevin Dutton calls it the mask of morality, when psychopathic behavior hides behind a noble mission. Speaking of which, that mask, especially in today's day and age, is often worn so much by the guys at number 1 on the list, CEOs. To me, this one's straightforward as hell. You really think Peter Thiel is a normal human being? Then you've got those fake altruistic, I'm just a good guy CEOs like Sam Altman. This guy's a 40-something-year-old tech founder from Silicon Valley, and yet he goes on the Joe Rogan Experience and acts like he doesn't know what kind of effect Coke has on people.
Is that something Coke makes people want to do? It seems to me like it just makes people like angry.
He doesn't know the effects of Coke? Now, all right.
And chaotic.
That fake naivety, that's exactly what psychopaths do. They disarm you with sincerity they don't actually feel. It's all just a show to them. Studies have found that 1 in 5 corporate leaders show strong psychopathic traits. The same ratio as in prisons. Business at the highest level is war without bullets. You win by outsmarting, undercutting, or straight up swallowing the competition. And if you can do that without getting emotionally attached
Why they do that? Why they do that to Lizzo? Why he do that to Lizzo, bruh? She been working on her body, bruh. She been doing her shit. Now why the fuck you do that to Lizzo, bruh? Huh? We don't fuck with that shit over here, bruh. Stop fucking fat shaming people, bruh. Oh God.
Or consequences, you're rewarded with millions or even billions of dollars. The appeal to psychopaths is obvious. They're calm under pressure, can put on the fake charm when need be, they're utterly ruthless in negotiations, and they can fire a 1,000-person department without giving it a second's thought. And don't think you finance bros are off the hook. When psychologists collected this data, hedge fund managers and investment bankers were grouped in with the corporate execs. Superficial charm, inflated egos, no remorse, and manipulation to achieve their own ends. we're all little Patrick Batemans on the inside.
Patrick
so
Batemans.
Yeah, we like to think evil looks obvious. The serial killer, the dictator, the monster lurking in the dark. In reality, they're running companies, hosting talk shows, writing laws, and cutting people up in order to save their lives. Again, not everyone in these careers is a psychopath, obviously. But I've got almost 100k subscribers now. The statistics say around 1 to 4,000 of you are straight up psychos.
That's
I still love you
crazy.
all. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.
Alright. Great video. Good video. Amazing video. I would say that's like a good, like, 6 out of 7. 6, 7, yeah, right? 6, 7. About good 6, 7. Good 6, 7. I was a good 6, 7. Like, not no meme. No meme, by the way. No meme. But it was a good 6, 7 though. I liked that video. 1 second. Gotta text back my shawty. It's
like an actual suit.
Alright, chat. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. Okay. If you ever have the urge or feeling to like do something to you that will harm you and you will not be here anymore, like offing yourself, please go get help, bro. Please. Men and women, I don't care. Like if you're gonna harm yourself, please don't. It's not okay. It's not worth it. We need you here. We want you on this earth. Even though there's a lot of people, but we still want you here. Like, you're a good person. All right? Just go get help, please, and thank you. That's all I have to say. Peace out, YouTube. Love and like and subscribe and comment. Do everything. Love, guys.